a lot of sellers actually wants to sell their house. They got such a good interest rate, like 3% we see back in COVID time, 2.5, and can they pass that interest rate to the buyers? Because I heard something, you can pass those rates, same rates to the new buyers. So how they can able to successfully do it?
Right. So in this ever-growing interest rate landscape, who knows if the government can control inflation? But it seems like the inflation is relatively high. It's not that high historically. In the 80s, I think it was 17%.
Yeah.
But the houses were low. So a lot of people are trying to find a way out. I don't want to leave my house. I got a 3% rate. I got a 2.5% rate. I don't want to leave my house. So a lot of people come up to me, oh, I can just do an assumable mortgage. Yeah, that's good, but it's not as easy as it is. What an assumable mortgage is you have a $200,000 loan on the property. Somebody can go out there and say, well, I'll take over that loan. That's good. Yeah, you take over the loans. They qualify you as an FHA. Good, you got the loan. But what you understand, that seller has equity on that house. So if the property is $500,000 of worth, approved, appraised, and he has $200,000, you have to be able to pay him that $300,000 extra. How are you going to do that? There's only two ways to do that, right? Either you have a $300,000 cash, or you got to go get a loan for $300,000. And that's easier said than done about the $300,000 from a bank. That $300,000 now becomes a second mortgage. And not a lot of banks are willing to do that. They don't want to be the second lien, the second person to get paid if things go wrong. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to take that position.
But so if it basically means transferring the loan. So if the seller has a 3% rate, buyers can have the 3% if it happens only in FHA, not conventional.
Governmental.
So seller, whoever is selling, has to have been governmental FHA loan, like FHA we say government.
FHA, VA, USDA.
Oh, sorry. VA, USDA to qualify.
The USDA, the rural loans, VA, as you know, are
we don't see those in New York City.
Right. And we don't have a farm in the middle of
yeah.